Greetings everyone, I'm Record2nd and welcome back to yet another snapshot video for more mobs. I know this one was pretty quick, but don't get your hopes way too high because I'm not planning to release more snapshots this frequently. But I will say though that in the next snapshot, which is most likely 2A, I will include 3 new mobs, so be hyped, but don't expect me to do it very soon. For now though, I have to also remind you that this doesn't work in 1.13.1 and 1.13.2 unfortunately. For some odd reason, I suppose the MC Patcher feature of Optifine doesn't work in those versions, but I'm not sure why. So just keep in mind that the textures don't work properly and stay on 1.13. So let's jump into the actual changes. The first one is quite significant actually. The loot tables have been altered for all of the mobs. That means that if you have a looting enchanted item, you can actually get more items from the mob. Also, I replaced the placeholder loot table, and now all the mobs drop something. Now, those aren't actual items, those are just placeholder items, but that means that in the future you will be able to convert those items in the items that they will become, and you'll be able to use them. That means that right now it makes sense to go hunt down these mobs, get your items, and then you might convert them when the new version comes out, and you'll get the proper ones with the textures and stuff. Right now it's just structure voids. But as you can see, you can get multiple items from all of the mobs if you have looting enchantment on your sword or axe. Even though I'm not sure if you can enchant the axe in survival and looting. But that doesn't matter. Let's go right to the next change. All of the more mob spawn eggs have been glinted to look like enchanted items. Therefore, you are more likely to notice them in chests and inventories, so it's easier to spot these items. Now, I also added more spawn eggs. That's actually a feature of the last snapshot, but I forgot to mention it. So here it is. I added spawn eggs for all of the mobs that I'm using for custom spawns, so that if you use the spawn egg, you can actually spawn the mob you want and it doesn't transform into a different mob. And this snapshot I also give them glint, so now you know which ones are which ones. And you can use this if you don't want any custom mobs to spawn from these. Now on to the next feature. Finally, I fixed the Cyclops bug that's been bugging me for a little while. I apologize for that pun in advance. Either way, I finally fixed it, and now the Cyclops detects ranged weapon damage. That means you can no longer cheat and kill those guys with ranged weapons anymore, and that's great because that's the intended gameplay. Now, a slight change to the cave creepers, or cave creeps, which I probably will call them now. They are now playing all the creeper sounds. That will be changed in the future because I want them to have their own custom sounds, but for now they play creeper sounds because it's fair for the players to know if an explosion is going on, because if you can't hear it, then that's unfair. So now you can hear it, at least for a while we don't have an actual sound effect for these guys. Now to the final change. Slight texture adjustments. For example, the Cyclops hair has been moved to his head because it stood out too much and didn't fit the rest of the body, and now only his ears are a separate outer layer of the texture. Also added some textures to the jaw, or I guess you can say the bottom of the head of the cave creep, because they looked kind of weird, even though you can't really see it, especially in the screenshots. It is a thing that is in there, and I thought it would be important enough to put it in. So that's it for this snapshot. Hope you guys are enjoying more mobs. Don't forget to smash subscribe, ring my bell, and as always, stay. Also, don't forget to support the Back on D manager. Yay. Okay, bye now.